Hi guys, if you're wondering why I'm holding my microphone today, there is a bird that is on a tank that is not so far from my apartment. It's been crazily annoying me, and so I've decided to hold the mic really close to my mouth, and then maybe, just maybe, I can get away with the sound of the bird infiltrating this video. Otherwise, I'm so sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm still an amateur sound editor. There's only so much I can do. So if you do hear the sound of the bird, so sorry. Bear with me. There's something else I've noticed that each time I'm looking at my video, somebody had said one time that I probably have a teleprompter in front of me. So when I started doing videos, I only use my back camera, but it stresses me out a bit because I have to find a way to adjust, work the angles to be sure that I'm in frame. And so when I started to learn about using the front camera, the small pinhole of a small camera is at the top of the phone, and my phone is facing the direction. So when my eyes go this way, I'm looking at myself directly, which is not entirely the pinhole of the camera. And so each time I try to remember that, oh, Mara, you need to look at the pinhole, I still need to look at this place to see myself, which never used to happen when I use the back camera. So please, this is not a teleprompter or anything. This is me forgetting sometimes that looking at my phone screen is not the same as looking at the pinhole of the camera. But anyway, all that aside, today's show we are talking about a video. Yeah, this video, right? Where the man was saying that there is a thing about, black men dating up and white women dating up, but black women generally date down or date sideways. And so what we're talking about today is that thing that happens when you meet a person. Power got cut off at this point, and so I had to turn on my inverter. Anyway, today we're talking about that thing that we black women, we African women like to do about money, where there is a shame with saying stuff like, oh, I may not be materialistic, but I'm looking to be with a financially secured person, or at least a person who is very responsible with their finances. I know I've shared on this YouTube one time about one of my colleagues' friends who was dating a person who had masqueraded as someone who owned the car he was driving, and then he had a business that was thriving, and he had, proposed to these Uni Abuja students who agreed. Plans have all been in gear, and then shortly to the wedding, she's finding out that not only is this man a driver, but he actually doesn't have anything to his name. Being caught off guard with the entire thing, she threatened to break up, call off the wedding, and all that. And it was her family members and friends who were saying that, oh, he was justified for lying about, his financial capability because otherwise she wouldn't have married him. So, in order not to prove his point that she may not have fallen in love with him if she had realized, oh, he's not a graduate, he never went to school, he's a driver, and he's not doing so well financially and all that, she went ahead to marry this person. At the end of the day, she ended up carrying the entire household bills. She has two kids for this man now, and he doesn't pay rent, he doesn't contribute, he stays all day on the couch playing games. This week, I was listening to I Said What I Said. It was their episode from last week, and a lady wrote in about a man who had pursued her relentlessly, and now it's 3 years into their marriage. And one day she picks a call, the bank is telling her that, oh, you guys are in debt because your husband has been taking loans to, portray this lifestyle that they are living. And she went to take a look at their finances because she trusted this man. She has let this man handle her finances, their finances, and even their joint accounts is reading in the red. She has asked this man about it, and he had come clean to say, oh, he's not doing really well financially, and he has borrowed money from family, friends, businesses, just to keep up with this lifestyle of what she's used to or what he knows 100% that she's going to be very interested in to keep their lifestyle. Even as all these debts are piling, he still bought her Chanel bag a week before. And now this lady is saying, I'm from a well-to-do home, and I know that this is the lifestyle that I'm used to. Now, she says, I have a land in Netherlands we can sell and you can offset your bill. Yada, yada, yada. The guy is forming, oh no, I don't want to take money from you, blah, 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 blah. And I think, I don't mind that, you know, you're poor, you're broke. You're being, you really want to get a girl, and so you lie and do, all sorts of things to get this lady. But what I am very particular about, right, is taking away the choice of these women from making that decision for themselves. Like, oh, I know you are broke. I know you don't have all these things. Let me make that decision for myself. But no, as with the first case, who is in Nigeria right now, right? And the other person who I am thinking they are not in Nigeria, right? The thing that is similar about the both of them is that they lied. They lied. They did not give these women the choice to make this decision by themselves, right? And now, is that thing where you are now like, every other thing seems good. And so, will I break up with this person because he doesn't have the financial capability of what I want? She's even feeling much more guilty because most of the things he took out the loans for were to please her, or so to speak, make the make believe more real, or keep the make believe real. I think that only manipulators, because that guy is saying, I don't want your land, I don't want your money. The thing is, he wants that money, but he wants the babe. I agree with what they said on the podcast, right? He wants the babe to beg him to take the money. And I feel like we are even living the bigger issue, which is that this man is highly irresponsible, and he should never be left alone with money, or left alone to make any big financial decisions on their behalf. Again and again, I speak with women who are my age mates, and all of us are caught between, just like the first guy in the video said, a lot of black women don't want to be left with the guilt that a person is not good enough for them financially. And so sometimes we think we are being materialistic. And I don't think that is it. There is being materialistic. There is the meeting a guy, and I'm okay with us splitting the bills. I'm okay with, oh, I can help support your financial stand wherever it is you are. But there is a thing with being with a person for the potential that may never really come to pass. And so this thing we black women, or we Nigerian women, do, where we meet a person that checks all the boxes and he's not financially okay, and we are trying so hard to be that person who doesn't really care that he's not doing well financially. I think we need to stop that. Especially when these men, sometimes start to guilt trip us with, oh, I know I'm not doing so well. Do you want to break up with me because I'm not doing so well? I treat you well. I do everything well. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. So I really hate that you want to be the different girl. What I mean is, sometimes when you meet a man and they're telling you, you're so different from the rest. You are not very materialistic, and you're there being and yeah, I'm so different from the rest. Are you really for some of us, it's not even the craziest things. Like, we're not asking for the craziest things. It's Minimal things like, oh, I'm short in this way. Can you help me cover this? I need this in this way. Would you be able to sort it? And I know that we say people are not together for the financial reasons, but I think that before you can even get to the marriage, you need to start seeing the workings or start seeing the actions of what is going to translate into. And so that's why from last week when I was talking about the 50-50 thing, I say it again. It pains me when women present themselves as being financially independent or financially sufficient. That you let the man be, and you're like, oh, I don't need you to pay my bills. I can sort my stuff. Let that man do that thing. Because even if he were a giver before, he's going to feel like, okay, she can handle her stuff. And so when you get into marriage, it becomes a lot more dicey. Because now this man is wondering, I didn't used to do this thing for you when we're dating. Why would you expect me to do it for you now? And so why do we put ourselves in a box? In a box of, oh, I don't need a man to be financially. Excuse you, stop lying. I don't need a man to be very financially sufficient that, oh, you need to have millions and billions and all that. But be able to do the minute things when I ask you to do them for me. As I would be ready to do the minute things when you ask me to do them for you. So I think it is highly crazy that as Black women, as Nigerian women, we go through life with the idea that it will get better tomorrow. In the little things, is it coming through? Not the crazy things of saying, buy me Chanel bag, buy me this or that, but in the littlest of ways, this person is not coming through for you. And I feel like it's not that if he really wants to, he could, but it is that you are not a top priority on that list. And it's the same way where I say that women accept the barest minimum. Things like communication. You are thinking, oh my God, he's so busy. We've not been able to talk for days. As he's busy, he's so busy. I assure you that that man is talking to one or two of his friends every single day. It may not be for long, but at least they do the normal check-ins. So this video is not me asking you to break up with your broke boyfriend. This video is not me telling you don't date broke people, right? But this is me telling you that we need to stop feeling guilty about making responsible choices for our lives as it concerns financial. Especially if you're self-sufficient. It may have been that that person has targeted you for one or two reasons. And if you're like me, who is just trying to get by, you're with a person who's also trying to get by, at least let it be that there are easy things you can rely on this person for financially. Because now from small thing, we dey take know how person go react when the big thing come. It is not so things will get better, things will get better. It's not getting better right now. And rather than that man being of help to you, it's costing you more bills or more sorrows. You don't want a man to take care of your bills 100%, but at least you want to know that the person you're with can handle it if shift comes to shove. It's the same way men will say, I like financially independent women because when something happens to me, I need to know that this person can carry the weight. But not that you're doing okay, I'm doing okay, but I have to still follow you. Like put something on your bum, like I'm chasing you before you can do the barest minimum of things for me. I think we need to stop shying away from, oh, I'm not looking for the big things. I'm not looking for the grand gestures. But are you coming through for me in the little ways? So maybe we need to start re-educating ourselves on choosing to date what we can see and not the potential. There's potential and there is you're actually doing something actively every day to work towards that goal. Are you a priority on that man's list? Or does it think, oh, she's earning money, she can take care of our bills. So the only thing people are doing in that relationship is banging. And honestly, I don't know that much will change when that money starts rolling in because you need to know the character of the person you're dating, man or woman, when money gets into that mix. So now he's loyal, he's faithful because he doesn't have. When money comes, he probably will give you a lot of it, but will he stay loyal then? Do you understand what I mean? Or you're with a person who tries to solve every problem by throwing money at it. It is the reason why so many women end up as single parents. Because in a relationship stage, this man just flings money. So there is a thing with it's not just financial, right? But I think financial and communication, I think, tops it. You are accepting the barest minimum because you're very understanding, and understanding in that black women, African women have been taught to stay and suffer with a man or grind with a man with the idea that I go blow tomorrow. And the sad reality is that if you blow tomorrow and if you still dey where you dey, it's a truth you have to accept. But I need us to start taking those decisions by ourselves, not being guilt tripped into taking or remaining in a decision that has been made for us because we don't want to look like the bad person. We don't want to look like, oh, but everything else is good. It's just the financial. If that financial now comes true, will it come true for you? Will he stay loyal to you? The only reason maybe their relationship is surviving right now is because there's no money. The moment money gets in, you may end up becoming a single person in a marriage, or you may end up with a roommate who is chasing after £10. So yeah, this is all I have for you guys today. I didn't mean for this to start like a rant, but I'm PMSing. So however this thing sounded, take it like that. And see you in our next video next week. If you don't know who I am, my name is Maranatha. I figured I haven't been introducing myself for the past month. But you guys already know who I am. And if you don't know who I am, check the name on the channel. As you're checking the name on the channel, click that thumbs up button. Also click on the subscribe button and the notification bell. See you in our video next week. Bye bye.